Hi everyone, my name is Ken. I came on here today to make a video because I was on Facebook and there was a whole lot of people in like the Spanish learning groups. The groups that are supposed to help. People ask for help and try to get teachers, tutors, exchange languages, and things like that. That were asking people for help, and some people were just like, "Oh, I'm just gonna give up," and some people were very, very positive. I just wanted to try to help the very, 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 very beginner because, well, that's the only person that I really can help is the very, very, very beginner because I'm new in Spanish. I've been studying Spanish for a year and I'm not as far as I know I could have been because I didn't know where to start. I didn't know where to start. I was learning a whole bunch of words. I didn't know how to use them. It was just, it really didn't make no sense. I just wanted to speak. I wanted to talk. I didn't want to learn a whole lot of words. I just wanted to talk. I want to communicate and be able to understand. Okay, so I'm a year now in Spanish and I know how to speak, not very well, and I can understand a lot of things. Um, certain things, if they were said, I'm doing a lot of, what'd you say? Huh? And picking and choosing words. I don't know a whole lot of words. I have to expand my vocabulary now. Vocabulary is key in the long run. You expand your vocabulary as you go along. Learn how to make sentences, put the sentence together, use verbs in proper form. Learn present tense and then past tense, like that. You'll be able to communicate. I'm so proud of myself. I didn't think I'd be able to do it. I just knew I could, but it didn't seem like I was going to do it. There was times where I was like, oh, it's not working. I don't know anything. I can't understand anything. I just don't get it. And then when I listen to something, I'm like, oh, I know that word. Or I know what he just said. I know what you just said. And my head's going crazy, but it's a good feeling. So if you keep going, you're not going to be fluent in a year. 6 months. I don't care what anybody's talking about. You're not going to be fluent in 6 months, a year. You're going to have to take some time. I know for me, I'm giving myself 4 years. And I'm not even rushing that because I know I'm going to be able to speak and talk and understand more and more every day from now on. Because I'm going to keep doing just what I'm doing now, is utilizing everything I learned. Speaking after I learned sentences. You can't just speak without learning sentences, phrases, words, and how to use them. So today, let me stop talking, okay? Me llamo Ken, soy de los Estados Unidos y hoy quiero hablar contigo porque es necesario. I like Spanish and I'm sure you do too, and I'm sure that's why you want to learn. It's a beautiful language, and let's get started. Okay, I just really don't know sometimes where to look in this camera. Okay, I'm gonna stop looking at myself. I probably have to look right here at the little camera thing. Okay, let's see what I wanted to talk to you guys about today. Okay, if you're a very, very, very beginner, that's the only people I can help because I don't know very much about anything else. And if you're on this channel and you can help and you are advanced or something like that, please chime in, correct me, or respectfully, and please help. So we're gonna start with learning. I, you, he, she, we, and they. If you have a pen and a pencil, we're gonna need to do some writing. Bear with me, this is necessary. Don't find it boring, find it necessary. It's just gonna be a little bit every day. That's it. So let me flip the camera around so you see what I'm talking about. On my notebook paper, this is one of my homework papers that I'm gonna share with you. Okay, so we're gonna start with the top. Don't worry about the bottom. You're gonna need to learn words. And the first words I want you to learn are verbs. Verbs are action words. Things that describe what you're doing, how you're feeling, more what you're doing. Yes, action words. Okay, so first we're gonna learn how to say I, which is yo. Write all of this down just as it is. You're gonna have to squeeze all this stuff on a little piece of paper, or if you have a big piece of paper, just as it is. It's all going across the top. I, you, he, she, we, they. And underneath I is yo, and then there's going across tú, él, ella, nosotros, ellas, y ellos. Okay, and that's very important to learn those. That means I, you, he, she, we, and they. And it's very important to learn those, because when you're using action words and you're using these verbs, the verb has to change. The ending has to change according to who's doing the action. Okay? So if I say, okay, I'm going to give you, you can write all 5 of these down, or just 3. There's estudiar, viajar, bailar, comprar. Okay? Estudiar is study, viajar is travel, bailar is dance, comprar is to buy. So estudiar is to study, viajar is to travel, bailar is to dance, comprar is to buy. And I think you can see cocinar. Cocinar is to cook. Okay, when you're using the top one, estudiar, if you're using estudiar, if you're the one studying, you say yo estudio, yo estudio. You're the one studying, yo estudio. Tú is you, the other person, you. Tú estudias, us. Tú estudias. Él, ella, that means he, she, whichever one, estudia. And the next one, nosotros, we, nosotros, estudiamos. Nosotros estudiamos. You see the ending? Whenever you're talking about we, it's going to be MOS on the end. Every time. On these AR verbs. They, estudiando. No, I'm sorry. Let me see it. Estudian. My bad. Ellas, ellos estudian. Okay, that was a hard one for me, and I'm still like getting it because I don't usually say they. So, estudian. Okay, so estudiar. Estudiar is to study. So that's a verb within itself. And to use it in a sentence, yo estudio. Yo estudio todos los días. Tú estudias todos los días. Él o ella estudia todos los días. Nosotros, we, nosotros means we, nosotros estudiamos todos los días. They, ellos, ellas estudian todos los días. That means todos los días means all the days in real form, but we would translate it as every day. So I study every day. Yo estudio todos los días. Okay. Viajar is to travel. Viajo. I travel. Viajas. You travel. Viajar. Él, ella travels. Viajamos. Nosotros viajamos. We travel. Ella, ellos viajan. They travel. Just write this down as it is and study this. Just write it down. Write this chart down and you'll get it. You'll see the pattern. You'll see the pattern. You'll see the I form pattern, tú form pattern, él, ella form pattern, nosotros form pattern, ellos, ellas form pattern. And there's a chart that I'm going to put in the description box to help you as well. Let's see. I don't want to go into the ER on this video. I'll go into it on the next video, the ER verbs. Okay, there's plenty more verbs out there for AR, so look them up because that will give you more vocabulary as well as help you with conjugating these verbs. So when you're talking to someone and you're using these verbs, people know exactly who you're talking about because of the way you're using the verb. Okay, so if I say I cook, it would be yo cocino or cocino. See? Is it cocino or cooking? Cocino. Okay, cocinas is tú. Tú, it means you. Cocina, he, she. Nosotros cocinamos y ellos y ellas cocinan. Okay? See, I still struggle with this too, but write this chart down and you'll get it. It's a slow process, but it's necessary. You'll pick it up. You'll pick it up. Okay, so there's a lot of words that you will learn along the way. In my next video, I will be going over some phrases that you would probably be interested in learning. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to be going over verbs and some vocabulary in some videos, and I'm going to also be teaching you phrases and things you can talk about in conversations in everyday life. Not just so you're just not learning words, you're actually learning how to talk. Okay. Well, that's it for my video. I've talked long enough. I just want you to learn the conjugations chart. Look it up. If you don't see the link, or if I can't put a link for some reason, look up the conjugations, the Spanish verb conjugation chart, and study it. You'll need this. This is what you need. Don't try to skip it. There's no way past it. You have to study it. Okay? All right. I'm out of here. I'm sorry my video was all over the place. This is my very first video. I'll try to clean it up later. If I get too much negative feedback on the video, I'll try to clean it up later and try to make it more understandable and try not to be all over the place. Well, hope this helps at all. I'm just trying to help. All right, talk to you guys later. Que te vaya bien.